Hi everyone, welcome to Unit 3. What are the safe ETFs to invest? First, I would like to start with what are ETFs. ETFs are a basket of stocks. They are like mutual funds, but they charge a small amount of handling fee. Examples of ETF, they are listed inside the S&P 500, which has the sticker SPY and tracks the US 500 large and mid-cap stocks. Its top 10 Amazon holdings are heavily weighted in technology companies such as Apple, Microsoft, and Amazon. Approximately one quarter of the SPY ETF is invested in the technology sector. We can go to www.etf.com to know more about the ETF, what are the stocks that they are holding. So we can go to the holding. So this SPY index have these top 50 holdings: Apple, Microsoft, Amazon, Facebook. So you can export it out. And the other important thing is the expense ratio and fee, which is showed. The expense ratio is 0.09%. It's ranked 30 out of 204 ETF. The expense ratio is already factored in when we purchase the ETF. So some ETF also give us the dividend and valuation. So we go to the valuation. Some ETF give us dividend. So this is the amount of dividend that they'll be giving us. The annual dividend is $5.57, so equivalent to 1.26%. Then we can also know what is the P ratio of this SPY. Right now is 22.2. We can also see the performance of the ETF. So for 5-year return is 122% for 5 years. For the past 5 years is up 122%. SPY is a good ETF to invest in. Another ETF that is a very fast growing ETF is the QQQ. So we know what are the holdings. At holdings, it consists of Apple 11%, Microsoft, Amazon. These are all the tech stocks, and mainly it tracks the non-financial company. So this the expense ratio is 0.2%. And let's see what is the, does it offer any dividend? There's a dividend of $1.74. The P ratio currently is 33. And let us see what is the performance of this ETF. Wow, this is even higher. This shows a 5-year return of 228%. So there are also other ETFs such as the country ETF, which consists of top companies located in the country. For example, FXI, if you have confidence of China, China will grow because the population is very big and it has a lot of consumption power. So we can go to the holdings and see what's the So we have Baba here. So Baba have dropped a lot, 10 cents. Right now, the price has dropped $40 currently. So these are, so we can see the dividend and valuation of FXI. Right now is 14.89. So it's pretty low and undervalued. So it also offers an annual dividend rate of 84 cents. Let us see the performance of FXI. It gives a 5-year return of 27%. There are also ETFs such as XLV, which is the healthcare sector. So healthcare sector always go up because there's always a need for the healthcare sector. So you can see the first top holding is Johnson & Johnson, United Health, Pfizer, Abbott, Thermo Fisher. So let us see the valuation right now. Valuation right now is at 17.6 and it offers a dividend rate of $1.76. So let us see what's the performance right now. It gave a 5-year return of 93%. The QQQ as comparison is higher than the XLV. And there's also another ETF that is the defense and aerospace. Now I see the holdings. So this one are all defense stock. And I see the dividend and valuation is right now at 24 PE. And it gives us a dividend of 96 cents. How about the performance? This ETF also gives us a very good return of 125%. Another ETF that is also have a high growth, which is the iPay digital payment, which consists of the holdings like Square, PayPal, Visa, American. Let's see what's the performance like for this ETF. It's also very high. It gives 190% for the past 5 years. So right now the P is 36, pretty high. It doesn't give a dividend. The expense ratio is much higher at 0.75%. For ETF, you can also buy through dollar cost averaging, meaning you can buy a certain amount of shares every month. Buying and investing in ETF is a way to diversify your